Good morning. 2018 and 2019, remember? And the rise of populism. Well, it started already earlier, but these were good years, right? When was the last time you heard somebody talk about the rise of populism? This is no longer a problem, you see. This was a big problem to the globalist establishment. They had to solve this. And they did. Yeah. So how did they do it? Did they start to listen to the people? No, that would be out of the question. They used force. That's the solution. Yeah. First they needed an excuse. And then came along the flu. Yeah, very convenient. You think this was a coincidence? Right, and some people might say, yeah, this is going away. Yeah. This use of force and lockdowns and all this stuff, it's going away, but it's not. It is not going away. See, because populism is still there with the people. It's still on the rise, even more so today, you see. No, they will use more force. They will have to, in order to keep it down. Yeah. All right. I would just give you one small example of this. This is from Wales. The Welsh government in December, they introduced very strict lockdown measures. Very strict. Sports, for instance. People were not allowed to do sports anymore in Wales. They closed down the courts, golf courses, fitness facilities, and very tough penalties for those who disobeyed the rules. But there's one exception, and that's the police force. They can still use the fitness centers. That's right. And this is what they say. These police officers must maintain a minimum level of fitness to continue to perform their duties. Well, somebody might say, well, this has nothing to do with it. Yeah, but you have to look at this. Why aren't people allowed to do these sports anymore? But the police officers are. See? Right. I also want to tell you about Sweden. I think it's great what's going on in Sweden. Sweden is moving towards nationalism. The people are... Populism is really on the rise here. But what's fascinating is what's happening with the political parties. Yeah, we have an election next year. And I want to tell you again about this magical party that we have, the Center Party. No, in the old days, farmers used to vote for them. And then it was small business owners, for instance, you know. And then they moved further to the left, this party. And now they have lost these voters. But they are still doing pretty much okay. Guess who is voting for this party today? It's the immigrants and the young women. Yeah. That's the big voting base that they have. Young women and immigrants. And this party is the most pro-immigration party that we have in Sweden, actually. Well, maybe also the Green Party, but those two, you see. And we have a group of parties who are fighting for these voters. The immigrants and the young women. And it is the Green Party, most of all. And they are doing awfully. Yeah. And it's the socialists, and then it's the communists. Yeah. They are all fighting for these voters. And now also the Center Party. And the Center Party is doing well. I think they are especially appealing to the young women. Yeah. And especially young women in the cities. See. So that's what's going on. So we'll see what's going to happen here. You know, I think that they will rig the election. Yes, I think so. We will not know. I don't think so, but we will suspect it. I just want to tell you that this is what I think is going to happen. They will rig the election in order to have the globalist establishment intact. Yes. Well, it's going to be fascinating. Whatever they do, any changes that we want to see happening is not going to happen with the politicians. It's not going to happen. Any change will have to come from the people now. See? And I think it's the same situation in all countries. Yes. Right. Be good.